What's good, guys? This is MTS Finance back again with another video. I'm your host Supreme, and today we need to have a discussion about what's been going on with Robinhood, the markets over the past week and a half going into 2 weeks, and what all the other investors, or us retail investors, have to say about this whole situation. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go. So, we've had this situation with Robinhood that's actually been happening over the past week and a half or so. A lot of people have been complaining, saying that their accounts have been restricted. Mine as well, because I'm a user of Robinhood. But I think as far as using Robinhood as a main platform to invest with is slowly coming to an end. Because as you know, a lot of people have been switching, going to different platforms, and it's a lot more different activities that's been going on that a lot of people just haven't been happy with, along with myself, because I'm in it just as much as all of you guys out there. And that's one thing, is you provide a service and you're trying to help retail investors invest, and not only just invest, but to learn as you invest. You work towards your goal, you build wealth, you try to keep that wealth as well as, learning while you're building it. And I think that over the past week and a half going into 2 weeks, a lot of investors, or a lot of retail investors, have gotten screwed. And I think a lot of people know where I'm going with this, and it all comes down to the whole GameStop and AMC debacle, where people have been going back and forth talking about retail investors and the institutional hedge funds and all of this stuff. But where Robinhood actually went wrong is where they actually told people that, well, here's the situation. We're not going to let you buy shares because we're going to protect you from yourselves. So we're just not going to let you do it. The way that I see it, I don't think that's fair, especially not to us retail investors. Because what I'm thinking that's going on behind the scenes is they're just covering up for the bigger, higher institutions, meaning the hedge funds, and they're just making them get a way of covering their losses and try to recoup, while we actually stand on the sidelines just waiting on the restriction to get lifted so we can go back to our daily regular routine, which is investing in the markets. And I don't think that's fair in a sense if you're trying to provide a service, to your investors or to retail investors, that you want to have them invest, use your platform, and give them a really good experience while they're doing that. They messed up when they started blocking people from buying shares, and a lot of people just got upset to the point where they just started pulling out all their money. And they've been reports, a couple of people have been telling me that they've had restrictions where they couldn't even take money out of Robinhood because they've just restricted everybody so bad. That in itself is crazy, because we as institutional investors make Robinhood what it is today. Without us, there is no Robinhood. And a lot of people are going to be moving away from the platform, I think, the more it gets deeper and deeper into this. Because as far as the likes of Wall Street Bets and GameStop and AMC and Nokia and all those other shares that have just been spiking up lately because of the whole short squeeze discussion that they've been having, it's far from over. Because the likes of Wall Street Bets and the likes of the people from Robinhood and even other platforms have jumped in, and people have been investing in these companies for years and years and years. And in addition to all of that, now that it's actually picked up and people have been talking about it a lot lately and the stock went through the roof, A lot of people have gained a lot of wealth in a short period of time, and a lot of people have lost a lot of wealth in a short period of time as well. In addition to that, a lot of people could not sell their positions at the time when they wanted to sell it because they've been restricted. And not only they've been restricted by just Robinhood, but it's a couple of other platforms that's been doing it as well. It's talks about claims of liquidity issues, and they had to do a quick funding to raise some funds so people can go back to buying and get back to their regular everyday investing lives. But I think that it's more behind it than just that. I don't think it's just Robinhood just trying to raise money because they ran out. If somebody is trying to buy a stock and you're going to tell them that because you guys are buying the stock too much, we're just going to disable you and just take it off the platform entirely, that's not right. And there have been reports that a lot of people are filing lawsuits against Robinhood for this sole purpose. And even the SEC have somewhat stepped in and spoken about it. But a lot of people are still not, in any way, shape, or form trusting them for the sole purpose of they just think that they're all in collusion with each other. And I've been looking at this situation for a while now, where people have been talking about manipulation that's been going on in the markets. It's been going on for years. And the thing with it is, this all just caught them off guard because they never saw this one coming. And it's gonna keep continuing, I think, for at least the next few weeks, maybe, depending on how much more serious this actually gets. And I think it's gotten to the point where a lot of these institutions have lost billions of dollars, and they're still losing money as we speak, because the market's open tomorrow. And as soon as the market's open, it's going to be a whole new week for a lot of activity to spiral out of control again. So we're just going to keep, stick and stay, and, stay tuned with all of this, all of these activities that's been ongoing. But if you're a holder of AMC, if you're a holder of GMC, these are two pretty good stocks to hold on to. Main reason is AMC is, of course, everybody knows, a theater company. They're a chain of theaters, and a lot of people had so many memories growing up as children, going to AMC theaters, sitting in those recliner chairs, just enjoying their latest and greatest new movies that's been coming out. And in the situation with the pandemic, we haven't really been able to do so, not at least at the level that we wanted to. And what's going on is a lot of people have been craving to go back to the theaters. A lot of people have been saying that AMC it's like a whole pump and dump situation where they just bought the stock just to get on the hype train, and then the hype has died, and now they can't get their money back and all of that. They need to understand, if you don't sell out of your situation, or if you don't sell out of your position, you haven't lost any money. On paper, it looks like you lost money, but you really didn't, in a sense, if you still hold the same amount of shares that you've had the day before. If you haven't sold anything, you haven't lost anything. AMC, I think, in a sense, is going to come back as a company that's going to survive from the pandemic, because a lot of people have been craving to see so many different movies. GameStop, on the other hand, also, I think is going to do very well, because they've acquired a couple of different people. They're shuffled around their management team. They're working on a lot of digital ways to expand. In the forefront, it might look like they're doing really bad because the stock has been going down a lot, because it's been on a high of over $400. But it's going to get to the point where they're going to get back to a sense where they're going to rise again. And they've had a second chance at being reborn and have a whole new life, instead of being killed off by the hedge funds to get shorted in the ground and just never recover. A lot of people believe in this stock. I believe in this stock as well. AMC is a stock that I've been holding even before all of this that happened. I just chose to add to my position because I see where this is headed, and I just wanted to be a part of the movement in the sense of standing up for what we believe in. AMC is a place where we don't want to see go down the drain because we love our movies. And some people would actually say they like the stock, as well as GME or GameStop. A lot of people love GameStop. We all grew up going to GameStop, going to buy games, trading in our consoles, putting our pre-orders in, try to get the latest and greatest. And to see something like that where they have been getting shorted all the way down to the ground is really devastating. And a lot of people look at it where this whole situation that happened, GameStop got a new life. A lot of people think that GameStop really got pulled out of the trenches where they were going into the ground, and we single-handedly came together and we actually saved GameStop as a company, where they can now progress on thinking about expanding their business again and rising slowly back to the point where they were 5 or 10 years ago. And I think that's a good thing, because I don't think any company should go under the ground if they have a good logic behind it, or if people believe in it. Not for the sole purpose of some greedy hedge funds just trying to short the stock down into the ground, because they want to keep us retail investors, under their feet. They don't want to see us get rich. They don't want to see us make any money. They don't want to see us get to the point where we could achieve financial freedom, and we can get to the point where we're just basically getting out of the corporate plantation, try to move on to bigger and better things, open up our own businesses, and just move forward from there. They don't want to see us do that. They want to drive fear in our minds. They want to have us, worry about where the stock is going next. All they're worried about is just to cover their losses and stuff as much money in their pockets as possible. Now, the main source for this video is just really to have a one-on-one talk with you guys, just to get a couple of things off of my chest, just to get things clear. Because I've been trying to get this video out for a while, but I've been having some technical difficulties. Computer hasn't been really acting as it should, but I'll be having a lot of upgrades coming soon. But this is just something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and we just have to see what the market holds as soon as the bell rings, and we just have to keep it going and just keep our hopes alive and just hope for the best. So as always, guys, this is MTS Finance. I'm your host, Supreme. Normally I would have the links in the description and all that to Robinhood and Webull and all that stuff. I don't even think I want to put any links in the description for Robinhood anymore. I might put the link for Webull down below, but for Robinhood, it's a definite no for me. Because why would I want to put something from Robinhood in the links when they've been screwing us over for the past week and a half, and we've been having so many issues? If they can do it before, they'll do it again. And the next one might not be as pleasant, as the last one has. So I think a lot of people are gonna move away from Robinhood, as well as myself, because it's just outright wrong. So of course, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're feeling. We're all in this together. And of course, they're always talking about this meme that's been circulated, talking about the diamond hands and all of that. If you believe in the stock, just ignore all the mess that's going on. Just keep holding strong. We've all took a massive risk by buying into any stock. So it could have been any other stock, not just GameStop or AMC. So of course, guys, we're just going to ride this out together. It might be a longer term hold, if in case we don't have another short squeeze, but it's definitely going to get back to higher levels. All you have to do is be patient, because as Warren Buffett once said, you know, the stock market is basically a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. And we're definitely in very, very impatient territories. We need to be patient. We need to look at the main goal at hand and just stop thinking about day-to-day progresses where you could be looking out for a year and a half, 2 years into the future, and the stock could be like twice or even 5x from where it is at its current price. Because there's talks, and a lot of people not really knowing, that AMC could quite possibly be acquired by Amazon. And a lot of people haven't really dived or dove deep into this whole context to find out what's going on. But I'm in the middle of doing some research on that to see how well that goes and if it's something that was even true to begin with. But it's just rumors, and of course a lot of people are going to buy the rumor and sell the news on this one. So that's as far as it goes as far as news with Amazon and AMC. As always, guys, this is MTS Finance. I'm your host, Supreme. Be sure to leave a comment below, like the video, subscribe to the video, share, put on your post notifications so you never miss another video as soon as I drop them. I will be dropping a lot more videos in the future to come, and let's just rock out and just ride this one out together, guys. And remember, we think like the minority, not the majority. As we lead by example, many will follow. Please like again and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. I love y'all. Peace.